Thanks everybody for coming and staying. I mean, you know, this game is crazy. This is what's amazing about baseball is, you know, you can go from one night to the next and just, you know, it's just different. Every game is different, and we talk a lot about, you know, sometimes you got to win games 21-20. Sometimes you got to win games 1-0. You got to be dynamic, and whatever the game asks of you that day, you have to be able to do. So obviously we pitched really, really well tonight. I mean, I thought Cam pitched well. You know, he battled a little bit. Obviously, the first inning nerves, got through that. You know, he didn't put guys away as much as I would like. 0-2, 1-2, and just got to too many full counts, which stressed his pitch count. But he was able to battle and manage, and then chase, and Kyle just did a great job there. You know, in the scouting report meeting, we talked about games get won with our 7, 8, and 9 hole hitters. Are they going to be better than the other team's 7, 8, 9 hole hitters? And today we get all of our offense from 7, 8, 9. And obviously Brady just had a huge start. I mean, obviously I don't know what I can say about that home run, but he'll cut it through the wind. I mean, obviously yesterday you see him hit it over the batter's eye, and then today to cut it through the wind and be able to hit that home run with 2 strikes, like, just huge, man. You got to give credit to them. I mean, they pitched really, really well tonight. They kept us off balance. That guy, a freshman, you know, pitched really well. And then obviously they brought in the lefty who, you know, started a lot for them last year. And again, same thing, just 2 different type of pitchers, but they were able to keep us off balance. So you got to give a lot of credit to them, but we just weren't dynamic enough. We weren't able to put enough pressure on them offensively. But we kept pitching and playing great defense to keep us in the game, and then obviously Brady saves us there in the 9th and walks it off. So I mean, exciting night, obviously. Seems like these uniforms early in the year, we always do something crazy, so we just add it to the list.
What have you liked about Brady though, through the fall and coming into this season? I know you had high hopes for him. Maybe you locked on an outfield spot. What has he shown you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, the power, we knew that it was going to be there, but and being a 3-sport athlete, a huge football player, like just learning the game and learning how to have at bats, and you know, I think the thing that I'm most impressed with is just be able to, he's hit a lot with 2 strikes, which is the most difficult thing to do, and you know, you want to get ahead in the count, and you know, you get a fastball or something like that to tee off on, but he's been hitting off-speed stuff late in the count, behind, and just has learned a ton, and just, you know, again, he's had more at bats since October than he usually has in a year, probably, just because of football and obviously the weather up north and not playing baseball till almost April, and then having to shut it down at the end of June. So just proud of him for being able to make adjustments and really, again, I mean, we knew that he had a chance to be special, but to see him just have the maturity to be able to hit late in the count, especially behind, has been awesome to see.
More on Cam's outing, what did you like and what would you like to see him?
Yeah, I mean, I thought the stuff was good. I mean, the velocity was great, the breaking ball was good. Obviously, it's tough to judge him in the first inning because he obviously walked a couple guys, but again, I don't think he took a breath the entire first inning. You know what I mean? Like just the nerves and everything. But again, it just goes back to being able to put guys away. He had a lot of 0-2, 1-2 counts where then they went to 3-2, and it was like he just tried to overthrow, you know, throwing breaking balls that weren't close to the zone or fastballs. I mean, they were going back to the backstop with 2 strikes that were just kind of waste pitches, and we don't want to waste pitches. We're trying to strike guys out. Doesn't mean we're trying to throw the ball over the middle of the plate, but we got to make it look like a strike before it's not. And he just was leaving balls that were never strikes out of his hand, you know, and really 99% of hitters are not going to swing at those pitches, and so they're just waste, and that just ups his pitch count, and so he just wasn't able to put guys away in those situations. So we just got to get better at that, but hopefully obviously just settle in next start, and you know, again, he felt like he was rushing, which probably just the adrenaline and all that, so hopefully he'll slow it all down next week and be better.
Coach, you had the wind blowing in on you guys today. We saw a lot of balls go out the outfield and just not really able to do it. Can you talk about like what you told your team, because you seem to have the power, but in a situation with the wind blowing in, you know?
Yeah, we talk about it all the time offensively, that we have to be dynamic, and that when the wind blows in, you can't be a power hitting team, and then when the wind blows in, like, oh, what are we going to do now? Like, we have to have things in our toolbox to go to, and that's the speed, that's the base running, that's putting pressure and bunting, getting on top of baseballs and doing those types of things, which we just didn't do a good enough job. And we knew the wind was going to be blowing in. We talked about it in the pregame meeting. Like, we talked about trying to put pressure on people, and we just didn't execute any of that. And so when you do that, those fly balls aren't going to go out today. And again, they hit some balls hard too. I mean, both teams had some balls that probably would have been home runs yesterday that weren't today. So So we just got to get better at those things. And I think maybe a little hungover from yesterday in terms of, man, let's go hit 7 more home runs. And it's just not going to be that way. And that's just something that we just got to learn from and understand that what the game gives you. What's how good is the starting pitcher? What kind of conditions are there? What the umpire's zone is. All those things come into us having to dig deep in our toolbox and find ways to win.
And so considering the win, did you expect to walk off all right?
No, I mean, it was tough. When the ball went up, I was like, that ball's crushed, but not today. Like, I really thought that the wind would knock it down and keep it in the ballpark. I mean, I knew it was going to get close, but I didn't think it had a chance. And I kind of looked up and saw the outfielder running back, so I thought it might hit off the wall or something like that, and then it clears it. I was kind of in shock. So, but I mean, if you look at Brady Shannon, like, he's got 4 times the amount of muscles that I have. So, figured he's a lot stronger than me, so he could hit it farther.
Brady ended up going 4 for 4 tonight. What do you think he says about his offensive performance tonight that you would want the rest of your team to learn from this blow?
Well, again, I think it goes back to being able to hit with 2 strikes and be able to hit the ball the other way. He had a base hit, 2 strikes in the right field, and then the home run to the backside. So just taking what the pitchers give you, but being able to make adjustments, being able to battle and fight with 2 strikes, and be able to use the whole field. When you do that thing, you get rewarded a lot.
And tomorrow you go for the sweep.
Yeah, we talk all about it. First goal is to win Friday night, set the tone, win the series, and then on Sundays, this when you look back at the end of the year, how good you are. It's how great can you play on Sundays? Can you sweep people? Can you win series if you have to, or can you fight away from getting swept? And so we got to get greedy. We got to come out tomorrow. We got to be a lot better at doing the little things and putting pressure on them. We got to find a way to get the sweep. Thanks, guys. Appreciate y'all being here.